I'm Beowulf Boritt, and I'm the set designer for Little Dancer. I got involved with the musical about 2 years ago. Susan Stroman called me and said she was doing a workshop of a show called Little Dancer. Every time she does a new show, I send her an email and say, "Hey Stro, I'd love to do this one with you." And she usually says, "Oh, too late, so-and-so's doing it." And this one I hadn't bugged her about. I kind of knew it was in the works. I saw some workshops. And when she called me to come see it, I didn't really know what it was about. I went down and saw just a workshop in a rehearsal studio with a few props, and they had music, and they danced the whole show. And I was just blown away by it. I don't get emotional easily in the theater at all. I've just seen too many plays, and I was crying my eyes out by the end of the workshop. It's so beautifully done. And when they sort of get to the climax of the show and the real sort of twist of the story, I just lost it and just bawled my eyes out. One of the most exciting things for me in the project is just getting to learn about Degas. It's one of the most fun things about doing theater, really, is that I get onto a new subject that I maybe don't know anything about. So I dove into it and just started reading a lot about his technique and how he did things. I've been traveling a lot, just seeing the real paintings and the real sculptures. It's so much different to see them in real life than in a book. And I also just read a lot about how he went at things and his techniques. Most of his paintings, at first glance, it's a ballet studio or it's a washerwoman or whatever it is, but there's very little detail in them. He really kind of cuts to the chase, and he gives you the figure that is the important part of the picture that it's sort of telling the story of, and one or two details brushed in very, very simply, but it's all very, very loose. And if you look at the brushwork, if you zoom in on it, it just becomes this sort of mass of color, and there's no detail at all in it. It's really kind of brilliant how it all comes together. That meshed really well, both with my style as a designer, because I like to try to put as little on stage as I can in a way, to pick a few pertinent details and let that be what the scene is about. And that also is kind of the best way to go at dance design, because you don't want a lot of detail kind of clouding up the image. You want to be able to look at the dancer and let that be the heart of the story. And you just want a couple of details in around that person so that you tell the story of where you are. But it really has been an exciting thing to mesh for me, trying to blend Degas' style as an artist with sort of a scenery representation of their time period. I think this show has an incredible amount of heart, and I hope that will appeal to people. That was what struck me most about it when I first saw a workshop of it, is how lush it is and how beautiful it is, and how you just fall in love with this girl and her story and sort of the heartbreak of it. When I first went to the National Gallery to look at the real statue, I'd seen the bronzes different places, but maybe a year and a half ago I saw the real wax statue at the National Gallery, and I was just stunned by it. I sort of really understood for the first time what is so exciting to people about that statue. There's something about the wax and the luminousness of that sculpture that he made that makes it feel almost alive, like she's ready to spring to life any minute. And it's sort of unique in my experience.